Grace, be careful. So, have you got any of these yet?
I've got one up that's active.
Right, but like, how many can you buy?
You get by one every like 3 to 5 days. I think it's like one every 3 days.
And how long do they last? A week?
Yeah, 7 days.
But I could put yours down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we all like pool our cameras? That if someone needs one,
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to do. I've been actually getting my wife to buy some, getting other people to buy, trusted people.
Yeah.
They don't jot down the thing and do it.
Yeah,
So
I think we need to do that.
Yes, I mean at one point in time we had like eight cameras going. So
damn, okay. Yeah, this should be like in a report somewhere there so we can share it more easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do a private report if you're really worried about justice.
Yeah, that is true. I just, with the faces seems to run very deep. We don't know how deep, and I just didn't want to risk any information getting out.
That's true. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just get in a private report and share it with me so I can, because you've got one up right now, right? So I want to have a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably take that down. I also have another one to put up. On MDT. It's currently at Sandy.
Okay.
But,
the airfield there.
Probably. Yeah, Sandy airfield. I was trying to cover we had the docks covered, the Zancudo, and then I was working on getting Sandy and Grapeseed airfields. Oh, and I had one at Humane Labs too, and LSIA.
You know what? I'm gonna give that Blake Cole guy a call. What report number was that? Do you remember?
No, I'll give you his number.
I feel like it was a.
It might have been in one of the master docs.
It was one with it had a class 3 tag on it. I remember that. Someone found a machine gun, a class 3 in a bloody trash bin.
There you go. There's his number.
Let me just make sure I don't have it already. Nah, I don't. Hold on.
You need to make it a requirement that all marshals have a max rep with news.
Yeah, I mean, it took me this long. I mean, it took me like, I'll be honest, it took me like 8 to 10 hours to do it, I reckon.
I mean, to me, it's like that's not bad because back in the day.
No, it's not.
It's very chill. You can kind of just put on some music or listen to a podcast or something. You don't have to listen to the radio chatter, PD, worry about 78 calls. But yeah, I think it's worth it because it's a lot better tools than the state gives us. So
Yeah, let's see if this Blake guy picks up. He's not gonna pick up. Did you put that stuff in the report yet? Not gonna have a look.
I'm getting ready to.
Okay. Definitely not sending a missed call email right now. I'm listening, I'm listening, I'm listening. Dude, I'll be honest, that I could be such a sneaky rat with this. Oh yeah, let me get
What's your state ID?
1588. Right, I'm gonna copy and paste in this table. Would you have the tap approved for? It is approved for the faceless, but emphasis on the big but. It's also included for these people. No, that looks ugly as fuck. Okay, maybe I don't do that. Maybe I just do this.
See, I did buy another one.
Oh fuck, how am I supposed to do this? Hold on, let me do this and then how do I do this? This is stop it. This is the confirmed number of contact between an individual and the faceless. This could be unknown numbers too. Whatever. So it's Edgar. I should probably hold on. Let me do this a different way. Let me just rearrange the things for a minute. So we can get it looking better. Don't be a son of a bitch. What have I done here? There we go. Okay, put that all the way down there. This from here. That is what? Where the fuck am I? Okay. Then we do this, and then that's better. Okay, that's more readable. And just put 0 in front of everything. These are the... Oh, should we do it like this? Probably do that in the end. But this is... I can squish this list down a little bit. Make it smaller. But that is the number of contact that someone has had with them. So Edgar, Benji, Misha, Wyatt. So all of these people, honestly, I would say anybody that's more than once I'd be looking at, right? But even just the one, this includes just like them trying to call them as well. Sorry, Chris, I was focusing really hard on something. What, do you get the share to me?
Yeah. Oh, I have another one that I'm gonna go put up. I'll put that in there in TBD. Probably gonna go put that up.
I'm so sorry, Chris. Dude, this is sick! This is so useful. What the fuck? How the hell did you get it? Oh, I suppose it's pretty easy to get up here. Sorry, Chris. I was looking at the... What did you say?
I'm probably gonna go put this one down at the Russian docks, where
Okay. Yeah.
we've seen a lot of helicopters.
That's a good
and
shout.
then I might take the one that I have in Sandy and move that to Zancudo.
Honestly, for the docks, I try and put it, you know, Buccaneer Way, and it goes all the way down to like the curve. You know what I mean? The curve of Buccaneer Way right at the south point of that road. I try and put it somewhere high up on that curve, so it can see both into the docks themselves, but also across the way to the other docks. Because we've seen stuff at the other docks too. We've seen helicopters down at the Merryweather docks. So having it been able to see both might be pretty useful.
Yeah, well, I think the issue with that curve is you don't really get a good you don't really get a good view of the docks because there's all that crap like with the because there's like a entryway, gated entryway, that train like a bunch of trains and shit.
What about if like
there.
hold on, let's
So
drive down and have a look.
I can show you where I've been putting them.
I'm thinking on like top of a light pole or something.
The issue is we can't really get up on top of the light poles.
We have a jetpack. I'm not saying this is the best use for it, but you know, if we needed to.
Yeah, Weiss did say that we can pull him out of his garage anytime we need to.
Yeah.
I wish he would just wake up and come and park it in the shared parking.
That would be nice.
I might be able to get him.
You know what? You know what I found out? Because I got all the faceless records, right? Guess who pulled the faceless in January without telling anybody? Director Weiss.
Huh?
He didn't get through, but he called them nonetheless.
Interesting.
So I was thinking like here on one of these poles, but it's pretty obvious. Maybe on the tree?
So go down go down to the boat.
The big boat?
Yeah. Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, come back up. So, I mean, technically, we could put it like up top somewhere there, but where I have placed it is over here on
Where? Like on the front
Yeah,
of the boat?
Yeah, pull up a little bit. So I can get on top of it.
Don't stand in the way.
No, I kind of just have to. I put some sticky glue on it, and I just lob it up.
Good luck. How are you gonna get it off? That's yourself
Well,
again. This
now
is
that
early stream. I
uh,
normally stream this time.
we can't change the batteries in them anymore, it doesn't matter. Here, actually, it's not working. I'm
I
gonna
don't
have to
know
get on
whether
the boat itself.
this place is like. What are we looking at here though? Like, what can
It gives you a clear view down this way, and
Mm-hmm.
then also straight down this way.
But wouldn't up on the crane be better then?
Well, we can't really get up on top of this crane.
You can. This one right here. I'm sick of that cough.
I'm just worried that if there's ever a shootout, people will try to get up on top of here for a bird's nest and sniper and potentially see it, but not opposed to it.
That's the risk and reward though, isn't it? If you went all the way up, but then you got one like... I'd put it on like the back of this. At the back where the rope is, or the cable. Right above us. On this side there. At least then you can see Cypress Way as well. You can put it down and we can have a look. Like right above me here. See on that little... Maybe not on the metal ropes, the cables. Maybe like on the little metal bar that's just below it, if you can. I reckon you can do that.
Yeah, it's finicky sometimes. There we go.
Right? And then that's the one you put in there?
That's the second one, the SP5.
Dude, that's a crazy spot. Dude, that's a crazy spot. You can see the whole docks there. And the boat set. That's a good spot.
The only problem is we can't see this bottom corner right here.
This one closest to us? Yeah, I know, but like... I get that. But I think if we know something's going to happen down here, this isn't going to be our only camera, you know what I mean? We'll come and put another one. But like, this sees everything but that spot, right? That's the only blind spot. You can see pretty much everything else. You can see that boat over there, this one. You can see all the way over there. I do want to be able to see the Merryweather docks, so we might need another one.
Yeah, so I was wanting to put one to go all the way over there, because you see that crane in the far distance?
Mm-hmm.
There's a helipad over there, and I have placed one. It's the same crane as this one, but I have placed one like right there. It gives us a clear view of that helipad area where we've seen a ton of attack choppers.
The issue with
resting
that,
it.
just like if that went to court for some reason, like the defense might argue that that's private property owned by Merryweather. Like at least with the docks, we know it's like, you know, it's like state property, and then people come in and out. You know what I mean?
Well, couldn't they argue that the docks are owned by Jetsam?
I mean, maybe, but it's Los Santos Port. It's not Jetsam Port. Like what I'm saying is Merryweather's much more. Like, if you asked me who owns Merryweather, I'd say Merryweather. If you asked me who owns the docks, I'd be like, I don't fucking know. Probably the state. You know what I mean? It's less ambiguous. I agree with you. I think it's, you know, unless something's clinically defined, we should be fine. But I'm just thinking, just in case. So we should probably get
Yeah.
down from here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like, if possible, I might see if we can reach out to the right people and say, we don't necessarily want the cameras to be purchased from the marshal office or be marshal issued equipment, but at least let us purchase more than one every so many days. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well.
Like, let us, you know, we put in the work to get the cameras, but just like don't give us a limit if we're government employees, right?
Yeah. I don't see that conversation going well, though.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah. I mean, Gunner emailed the governor directly about the things that marshals need to properly do our jobs that PD have that we don't, and we still haven't heard anything.
Yep. Craig's done that a few times and got no reply. This is Jet Sam Terminal. Have a look on this roof. I want to make sure there's nothing up here. Honestly, I kind of want to go camera hunting now. Just to get myself some cameras. Just be like, nope, you can't have this here. You don't own this building, yoink. This is civil asset forfeiture. I need to use this now. Just start hoarding cameras. I don't know how many people use them though. Like, I personally don't keep an eye out for them. The hell? There's a bottle of vodka up here. You know, like when you, what's the low? Because I saw the yellow color, right? So it shows that there's a call in your range, but you're not close enough. But what else is there? Is it just like red, yellow, green? That's it?
Yep, and then blue when you're connecting.
Yeah, okay. All right. I wanted to see if there was a camera up here. How difficult is it to, like, I don't want to get on the edge, but how difficult is it to, like, swing them over the edge and put them on the wall?
Kind of have to get creative, you know. You just kind of have to take some time and just, you know, maybe
You can do it, like, put them on
sit
the
on
edge.
sit on the edge
Yeah.
a little bit.
We need to keep a close eye on this place. Then we definitely need to get some cameras up at Zenkudo again. Those were really useful. Maybe like more centralized though, because I know your last one was like at the end of the runway, right? And it got us eyes on those helicopters. But
Whoa, whoa. Oh no.
Chris!
It's okay.
What the hell, Chris?
Just got the wind knocked out of me. That's all.
Oh, so, okay. All right. Well, just get up, man. We gotta go. Don't hang around here. We don't know who's watching.
Yeah, I might need some help.
Come on, to your feet. Grab my arm.
Grabs arm.
Gravity claims another one.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm gonna call EMS if you don't get up.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need to call him.
Oh my god. 009 EMS.
And it? Innocent?
Need a 52 down at the Buccaneer White Docks. I've got a 13 Gravity. Who needs help out?
Hey, fam, we'll be en route.
Thank you. Damn it, Peters. I'm gonna go look under here.
Okay.
Camera? Camera?
398, did anyone collect evidence from the original boost scene?
Camera?
Negative. We sort of hopped off the bank chase because we were in VCB straight onto the S Plus, so no one would have collected anything.
398, I'll go collect it real quick.
What happens if you, like, tried to put one on that camera up there? What would that look like? I'll try not to run you over.
Thanks.
End it.
A couple of things for you real quick. Which 20?
I'm down at the docks with a 13 Bravo.
And for which dogs?
Buccaneer.
10-4. Yeah, 756.
I'm like a dog. I can't look high enough. But... Damn it. You can't put them on your cars, right? Wait! What the?
Where is San Austin Drive?
It's near all those rich houses.
Because you can put these on your cars?
No.
I'm kind of scared
There's a shootout there once for a bank. I play
I mean,
to try it, but I also kind of want to try it.
If it doesn't work, it'll just put it on the ground.
What the hell?
No, get in it.
We're here.
Hello.
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 Oh, it just floats.
Oh,
That's an interesting camera.
Christmas,
That's not
what's
a.
going
That's
on?
an air conditioner.
Gravity.
That's an air conditioner.
Gravity, gravity does exist. That is true.
It's an air conditioner, guys. Nothing
got
to
the
be
word
worried
out
about.
That's all.
Smile for the air conditioner.
Style for the air conditioner.
The ladder was slippery. Okay.
Here, so I was given this by
trying to pull a prank on you or something. Alright, let's have a look.
Yep.
Martha.
Oh.
Hi, Maple.
Oh yeah,
I
we've
know,
seen
stop.
these.
She found it on the road. I figured you guys know what best to do with them since they're technically not a charge anymore.
Oh yeah, they're not.
She also gave me this, but I don't know what to do about it. I haven't looked at it. I have no clue what's on this tape.
No, I'm
Ooh,
trying to
tape.
get on the ladder and then.
It's just about
just let it
clowns
slip
and talking
and
about
fell.
murdering people. So
It seems normal.
Nah, just
yeah, it seems about your average. You know,
scrapes, bruises, knocked the wind out of
Let me
me.
have a look at it.
How could he do this, Chris?
Well, technically,
killed
Dark went down
one the
first,
other
so
night
you know
and
all
brought
that
them
goop
to
he
the
uses in
pig
this
pen.
area probably
She's-
What?
greased it up for me.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, let me go. I got a VCR player in my car. I'm gonna listen to this shit.
Just let me know.
Isn't gonna tell anyone. She's basically a clown.
Will do.
You know what's even better? All we had to do was point at those yuckin' mimes and say they're the real problem, and the whole damn city swallowed it.
They aren't gonna mess with us, Chatty. Gangbangers need guns.
Either that or I can just give them the plague again. I think I infected half the city with the old yuck bag, and they're too stupid to care.
Did we get enough gun materials for tomorrow? I think Kirk still has 520 gunpowder, but we need casings from Twinkles.
If Kirk finally gives us the cash from last week, Happy can add the storages to the vans. We need to buy one more bench tomorrow. Twinkles has too many yucking people that want to buy. When we price gouge these stupid yuck bags and they actually buy our stuff, do you think we can get away with changing prices right now?
Let's raise the prices on the mollies this weekend.
You think we're pushing too fast? Tomorrow I think we need to have 10 AKs ready and 20 mollies for one person.
The cops are too stupid to notice. Where are we meeting them this time? I don't want to be anywhere near the south side. It's worse than Ember, honestly.
Already handled. 2 drops in Mirror Park and a random grinder who wants parachutes and glass bottles.
I love this city, Chatty. Full of yuck bags with too much cash and not enough brains.
That just sounds weird, man. Is this AI? It might be. It might be, honestly. That was weird. That was funky.
He's planking. He's planking.
That's fine. It's cool. It's cool. This is not the truth. Maybe
You good, Chris?
Yep. Good as you.
Take a listen to this tape in the glove box. I got a VCR in
Alien
here.
dog, please forgive me. Don't hate me.
Yeah.
So sorry about it. Oh,
Yeah. I'm looking into you now. Oh, it is Jet Sam Terminal, huh?
Oh yeah, I've heard this.
You heard that tape? It's funky, man.
It sounds very AI-ish.
Chris, I've made the discovery yet.
What? What?
Cocaine is stored here. And they're advertising it too, man. Bristol's coke storage. Who's Bristol? Do we know any Bristols? Oh, Declan was in Bristol the other day.
Declan Crane?
Not Declan, Duncan. Easy mistake to make. The monotone flows strong with those two.
So do you think Duncan's the Coke Lord of Los Santos?
I think so. I think that's the only logical explanation.
I'll just collect.
Do you really?
Duncan? Probably
Of course
not.
not.
Too busy selling drugs.
True.
You know what I want to do now, Chris? Is I want to go hunting for cameras so that I've got more cameras to use.
Yeah, but just keep in mind, any camera you find, at least someone else is going to know that serial number. So
Yeah, but they're not gonna check it. Come on, it's Los Santos. And what they're gonna do if they do see it? They're not gonna see us on it.
true. Yeah, we had camera posted up on the corner of this building, or I just put it in the GPS, like kind of around there. And then I had another camera.
That's a good one, yeah.
Then I put another one on the boat, on Place. And then there was also another camera. There's like a little, up on La Porta Freeway, there's like a little place you can go down, and it overlooks Chupacabra Street and also the torture room.
Oh, okay. Not too bad. Alright, I need to get all my paperwork stuff organized, but I did put into look in the weather report 24880. I've got to rejig some of the names because they're like under numbers and things like that. But that is all I put in there so far is the total amount of texts and calls that an individual's had with the Faceless over the past 5 months.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Wait, Dark, are you working with the Faceless?
No, but literally
Top 5, what do you mean?
Did you know that the day that on the 2nd of January, Larry Knox got shot at by an attack helicopter. On the 3rd of January, I woke up and saw that report and started investigating them that day. At the end of that day, they called me up. That's how quick it was.
Wow. This NA, is that just a number that
No,
you
the
don't
NA and
know
the
about?
faceless accomplices are both like numbers that I don't know. I've just added them as faceless accomplice because they've had conversations in the past with them. So realistically, all of those unknown, both NA and the faceless accomplice should all be clumped together because they're all unknown numbers.
Active camera?
Okay.
Yeah, we don't see them on shift 1 most of the time, apparently.
So basically, these are the people that we need to be trying to.
Ain't there.
These are the people
Contact
I'm
them,
gonna listen to see if they're on the phone with the faceless. Yeah.
Yeah, they just
So with the box truck, because it's going to be kind of difficult, I got a couple ideas to get close enough to these people to listen in, right? I'll be honest, I'm not too interested in listening in this time of day because it's going to be quiet. But regardless, I think there's a couple of ways I want to do it. If I need to get super close to like a gang tough or something, I think what I'll probably do is have someone like you or another marshal drive the box truck with me in the back and then just leave it parked near the area and then like leave, run away and get picked up by somebody else.
Yeah.
And just leave me in the back of a box truck on the side of the road. My other idea is to use a taco truck and go UC and, you know, be somewhere selling tacos if it's a more public city urban area. And then I can close the doors and stuff and listen out that way. Otherwise, it's going to have to be, like, if they're out somewhere in the open, or going to be pretty difficult. I kind of want to test it. Like, I kind of want to go to, like, Mission Row or something.
Okay.
There's no reasonable expectation of privacy for police officers in a police station. Same thing in a police car. I think that's been ruled on. Not like here, but it has been ruled on somewhere. Nothing's been ruled on these things, you know?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't use any information that you hear, then you should be okay.
Oh. This is too far away, innit? Like, if someone was on the phone at Mission Row, this is too far
You're just
away.
gonna have to hide. Yeah, you're gonna have to like hide in the office.
Oh my god, inside. What about if you're in the tunnel? You pick anything up?
I don't know. I've not been able to test it all that well. Also, I think you have to be outside of a vehicle as well.
Yeah, you do,
Like
which is a bit annoying. Kind of think. I'm only testing. I'm not gonna actually listen to anything, but I got an idea. I'm gonna infiltrate. I'm gonna infiltrate the PD.
Let's do it.
Listen, you stay out here. You might get getaway drive. I'm just kidding. We're not doing that. I'm just gonna go inside and have a look.
Approaching the Great Ocean gas station, continue northbound.
Beep beep.
Now merging northbound Great Ocean Highway, be advised that traffic is very heavy.
What's the verticality like, I wonder? There's nobody on the phone here. Anybody flying aircraft right now? No, boring. We're just scanning him. If I use this a lot, 100%.
What's this one again?
Who's on the list that might be around right now? That's 47, 30, 80, 83 is the number.
Traffic is heavy.
You know what's interesting? Why do phone records not include calls from unknown numbers?
Clothing store. Northbound Great Ocean Highway. Sorry, buddy. Once Brandy attaches,
There was nothing. What's like the verticality? Like if you're on the phone, let's test it.
Go to White Garage.
I was thinking we just do it like right here.
Oh, like all the way up top of the.
Like if you run up top and go on top of the ammunition and be right above me, and then I want to see if I can pick you up.
Route 68 exit. Taking the Route 68 exit. Eastbound, Route 68.
Beep beep. Beep beep.
Speed of 90 miles per hour. Eastbound, Route 68.
How many units are attached to the B-Boost 99?
Honestly, senior buns would be crazy.
Betty and I are in chase and Rick.
I don't want to listen to the radio. Beep beep. Where is it? What is he doing? Oh! He is in front of me.
He's.
Oh! Is he running around there? Ah! What? I can't get down here?
I think I got a good idea for a shift.
Oh, he's running around. So the verticality is fine. Hello?
Hi, is this Marshall Dark?
Who's asking?
My name's Cooper Quint. I'm a paramedic with EMS. I'm supposed to be talking to a marshal. I tried to get in touch with Gunner, but he hasn't gotten back to me. And my, I have less than an hour before I've got to catch a train out to Liberty City. Is there any chance that I could talk to you?
Sure. What's it regarding?
The ongoing EMS chief situation.
Yes, okay. Yeah, if you wanna come down to the marshal office if you're comfortable, and then we'll have a chat there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I will be there in just a couple of minutes.
Alright, see you then. Bye-bye.
Yep, bye.
Okay, yeah, I can, I was under you, and it didn't matter whether I, pointed it up or down, as long as you were, in the area, and I was looking in the right
But the
direction.
range is like a spherical bubble.
Kinda, yeah, but it's like a cone, isn't it? It's only a cone.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be facing the right way.
Okay.
But when you were running around, that made it pretty difficult, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's the other thing you're gonna run into is, you know, a lot of people get the zoomies while they're on the phone.
Mm.
So.
Alright, I got someone coming down. You know about this, the chief of EMS stuff, right?
Oh yes. Oh, I added something else into that report.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Seamus McCarthy bought out about food delivery, helicopter food delivery, and so then I got the drone out. Then I got a picture of him on top of the roof. It's not a very clear picture. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a, but I don't know if it's enough for phone subpoena, but.
Hello, mate. Is it Cooper?
Yellow.
Yep. Hello, Cooper.
Hi, Cooper.
I'm Richard.
Hey,
this
Chris.
is, oh, look, you know Chris already. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, come on in.
Chris was our lawyer with EMS before.
Somebody left these unlocked. Let's just go in the office.
Hey, Alice.
Listens into phone call.
I can't. I'm chatting with the marshals real quick, but I'll be back around shortly.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Oh, well, have good luck with that.
I was gonna say, please don't say have fun.
No, it's not fun. I'm sorry.
No, I'm.
Yeah.
Savannah,
do you need,
Savannah banned dooming, but I'm dooming.
do you need an adult?
No, I'll be
I got the
alright.
tea.
I mean,
Okay.
I got the tea.
If there were no marshals around, I had a statement ready. I was just gonna permanently share it to one of their phones and call it a day. But
Yeah, no, go talk to them. This is better.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you need me, call me, okay?
yeah, you got it.
I love this thing.
All right. Good luck. Be strong.
I'll see you after.
Okay. Bye. See you.
Bye.
See you after. Bye.
Gotta wait a minute. And that's illegal? Technically, the guy's in a Marshall building. So technically, this is state property. What just happened there?
Something inside just exploded.
What just exploded there?
I don't
Wait,
know.
the lights! What the fuck? The lights exploded. Look at them. They're all fried and shit.
Oh, yeah, those two are gone.
What the hell?
What did you do, Chris?
I didn't do anything. I'm gonna check outside because that hurt.
Are there, like, light fragments on the ground or anything that I'm not seeing?
Now, look, do you see these lamps?
No, I know, but is there any evidence from them, like, blowing up that I'm not seeing?
I don't see anything. I mean, it looks like there might have been just too much, I'm no electrician, but like too much current or voltage or something went through them and fried them, overloaded them.
I have no idea. Then why only those two and not those two?
I don't know. You been messing with the plugs?
There was a car body panels outside. But it went
Oh.
poof.
Like somebody drove through?
Yeah, I think it was like a phantom local.
Okay.
Really weird.
What the hell?
Let me have a look in the other room.
Yeah, since they were the ones that started with everything, she wanted me to talk to one of them. So.
Someone's here. Someone's here. Where? Oh, that's ADMC block. Fuck, they're too far away. They're too far away. The tea is out of my reach.
I'll make a report about this later because right now all I have is hearsay. So, yeah. Anyways.
All right, Cooper. What's going on? You hear about the chief stuff, right?
Yep.
They're going to be good to report up and on that. Make sure you want to give a statement.
Yeah, I was asked to from Savannah because I was unaware of everything that was going on with it, but I was aware of some of the stuff leading up to it. In that, well, if it's fine with you, I wrote out a statement. If I couldn't get in touch with somebody, I was gonna
hell yeah, man,
share it to someone's phone, and I'll just read that out to you.
Share it to me, and I'll put it straight into the report. But then just talk us through it afterwards, you know.
State ID.
1588. Gets a Ghostbuster like kind of weird activity happens.
Right, there you go.
Honestly, you're not wrong.
So, on duty, sitting in the emergency lane, MDT out, working on reports. Chief is also on duty.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric, he's one of our lieutenants. Chief gets in a car with a blacked out individual. It was like a black, I don't even know if it was a 2-door or a 4-door. I wasn't paying that close of attention to it, to be honest. Couldn't tell you the model to save my life. She gets in that, and it drives off. And about 10 minutes later, I look down from my MDT and I look over at the parking lot. And I don't really notice much. And then I check GPS and I see that Chief's blip is over there. Because she hadn't clocked out. She just jumped in. I assumed it was going to be a quick chat.
Mm-hmm.
She proceeds to sit in that parking lot for about an hour talking to this blacked out individual.
Okay.
Didn't, like, I checked dispatch, like, double checked dispatch to be like, is this next call going to be hers in rotation? And she hadn't gone 10-7 or marked herself 10-7 in any way, not even 10-6.
Mm-hmm.
But calls keep coming in and she's not going on them. So I kept an eye on the blip mentally, just almost like a wellness check when I was like, it's right across from the hospital. Surely this is fine. And then she gets out of the car and I see her run back across. Didn't think anything of it. And then I continue working on paperwork and I glance over toward the end direction of the emergency lane and I see her talking to somebody with red hair. And I didn't get any closer. I did not get any closer to find out. I was neck deep in reports, and I mean, Nana and Vivi had always been close, so my first thought was, oh, Nana probably came over to talk about something, whatever, no big deal. And then Violet tells me what has happened, and I check dispatch, and I check dispatch again to see who's on duty. Chief has now gone off duty. Eric, I see 311 that he's going off duty. And then Vivi pulls through. Eric gets in the car with her and they drive off. Violet tells me what's going on. I check dispatch again. And the only member of command awake is Luke. And I didn't tell Luke anything yet on account of I wanted to take this as high as I could. And I needed to be in bed in about the next 10 or 15 so that I could be ready to catch a train to Liberty City. I was like, I do not have time to deal with this right now. The reason I didn't want to tell Luke was one of the Chief's direct fly-ins, and I was concerned that he may not take things terribly well. I don't know that he would hide it, but I was worried he might try and downplay it. I have since come to find out that that is not the case, and he is pissed, which, good. I'm glad to see that he's being sensible about it.
Yeah.
And it was never like a large concern that would happen, but I was like, we're eliminating any concern that that's going to happen. So I was going to bring it to Savannah the following day, and then I wake up and have a text from Nana saying, call me now. So I call her, and she confirms everything that I had been told directly. And I had a conversation with Captain Mars, and she was like, you need to talk to the marshals. I was like, okay, if that's what they need, then that is fine. Because I guess my name had come up. I had told Luke already that, oh yeah, Chief was sitting in a car with somebody for like an hour before I had heard anything else. So he knew that part.
Was this before or after the helicopter thing?
This was in the direct lead up to the helicopter thing.
Oh, okay. So did she get back on duty after this? Because she said she went off duty, right?
So she had been on duty during the conversation.
Okay.
And she had the conversation at the end of the emergency lane, still standing there in uniform from what I could quickly glimpse. Like I said, I didn't ever get close to see who she was talking to or anything because nothing seemed out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went off duty like immediately after that.
So that means she must have got, just to clarify, she would have had to get back on duty for this helicopter thing to happen.
So she was toward the end of the emergency lane that has the roof access. This could have been immediately after the helicopter. She never, like, part of being an EMS, we're monitoring the 911, 311 system pretty closely. And I never saw a transition to life flight comm. So I was neck deep in reports. I wasn't really paying attention to whether life flight had been pulled. It's not my sub department. I'm not air certed. I don't really do anything with helicopters unless they're like, hey, I need a co-pilot.
Sure.
So if she had pulled it, I was unaware that it had been pulled because none of our normal safeguards, like letting PD know that we will be in the helicopter, had flagged. Since I wasn't in a vehicle, I wasn't monitoring my GPS even out of the corner of my eye. So
Yeah. So she could have very well, like when she got in the vehicle with this individual, went across the street, she could have come back, gotten in the helicopter with him, dropped them off, and then came back. And then by the time you look back up from your paperwork, you saw her talking with the redheaded individual who is suspected to be Nana, where they had an altercation and then she went off duty.
yeah, it absolutely could have been that because, I mean, she wouldn't have had to go very far. Oh, God, what are the medics doing right now? Sorry, I just saw 14 Bravo. Oh, it's in the emergency lane. Be fine. Yeah, I was working on stuff for the fire department, and I had been pretty engrossed in making sure that was all ready to go for this upcoming weekend. We're doing a fire training, so I was neck deep in making sure all of that was I's dotted, T's crossed. She very well could have, like, I saw her run through the emergency lane when she got out of the car. That could have been her going directly down to that ladder to get on the roof. And then she could have done what she did and returned, and then I didn't notice that she was at the end until she was in the having the altercation.
Right.
Okay. All right, I think that lays you at the time frame. So you saw her having a conversation with this individual.
Yeah, for about an hour.
About an hour. Then you saw her speaking with the redhead individual. Then she went off duty with Lima 6.
Yeah, and then so I went off duty. Like I said, I needed to get to bed, so I didn't escalate it to a member of command immediately. I live in the same house as Vivi.
Yeah. Okay.
When I got home, Vivi and Luke had been talking, and one of them, I don't remember which one of them asked who's here. I think it was her that was asking who's here, because I'm fairly certain that Eric replied, "Oh, it's probably just Cooper or Luke." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's me. I'm getting in bed, and you all have a good night." And then I went to sleep. So I.
Is that the Jamestown property?
It's on Roy Lowe.
Roy Lowenstein? What's the address, if you just don't mind me asking?
9, I want to say.
Is it you who owns it, or somebody else?
No, it's Luke.
Wait, you said it's owned by Luke?
Yeah, it's Roy Lowe 9. It's a pink house with like a bush on the like an ivy growing over the front wall, on the northwest side of Roy Lowe.
And it's owned by Luke Rule, just to check.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, it is. I confirm that too.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think Chris, you got any more questions for him?
No, I think we covered it all. If she happens to reach out to you at all with any sort of information, just feel free to just jot that down and let one of us know. This is something that we are trying our best to cross all our T's and dot all our I's on. So, yeah, just let us know if anything else pops up. Okay.
Yep, will do.